How's everyone doing this morning? Nature Boy Steve here. It is July 13th. It's actually my dad's birthday, so wish him a happy birthday, Don Knezik. And today I'm going to be showing you some native plants as I'm driving around doing some maintenance on the tractor. First up, let's check out this big blue stem. It's just starting to make seed right now, or pollinating. Andropogon virginicus. You can see when I touch it, there's a little bit of pollen that comes out. Look how beautiful that is in the sun. Look at these nice pollen granules. You can see the dust coming off. Great host species for lots of different skipper butterflies. Provides lots of cover and habitat for all sorts of stuff. We have about 3 acres that we're getting ready to harvest for seed. Next up on the list, we have this beautiful Eragrostis spectabilis, also known as purple lovegrass. And it's got these beautiful burgundy cotton candy like seed heads. The show is only going to get better from here. One thing I love about this is it lasts a long time. They're only going to get more burgundy and more full, and the show is going to last about a month. And they're great host species for also skipper butterflies. Check it out. Can you see this? This is where we're going next. All right, we made it. Here we are with Echinacea purpurea. I know it's not native to New Jersey, but I like to call this one the gateway drug to native plants. It's not uncommon when this is going to seed to have 100 to 300 goldfinches munching away at the seed. So if you want to attract some native birds, this is a great one. Also, the pollinators absolutely love this. You're going to get all sorts of different kinds of bees and butterflies. And then right across the way, we have Heliades, false sunflower, another great species. Look how beautiful and yellow this is, a little bit taller. Blooms the same time as purple coneflower, Liatris spicata, and a few of the other things I'm going to show you in this video. And all these plants I'm going to show you, you can layer them together and make a beautiful garden that's all going to bloom at the same time in July. I can't wait to show you this Liatris behind the tractor. Once that blooms, that's a beauty. All right, I'm in a new section of Foggy Bottom right now, and we got some really cool things going on. You guys know this one, Asclepias incarnata, the host to the monarch butterfly, but also provides life for lots of other insects. Great species. It's starting to taper down its bloom right now. Some of these are making their seed heads. You can see the seed pod right here. And then right next to it, just starting off, is our Monarda fistulosa. And this one is looking good. It's smelling great. It's just starting to bloom. You're gonna see tons of black swallowtail butterflies, lots of different bumblebees, favorite of many different pollinators. The goldfinches, if you want to attract them, they also like eating the seed out of this one. Such a beautiful species, and it smells really great. I didn't mention it with Echinacea. Echinacea is medicinal, but this one also has some medicinal properties. And then right over here, it's just starting off. We got Eutrochium fistulosum, hollow Joe Pyeweed. I just learned that fistulosum actually means hollow. So if we break open one of these stems, sorry for breaking one of the flowers. I didn't do a clean break, but you can see that hollow stem right there. You know, look how beautiful this is. Another favorite of butterflies and pollinators. This time of year is just amazing for native wildflowers. Here, we just hoed this out. This is young Tradescantia ohioensis. Next year, this time, it'll be blooming. Got to our next spot. Next on the list, we have Culver's root. Look at these beautiful white steeples. We have a nice field of it right here. This blooms along with all the other cool ones. One of my favorite layerings is Liatris spicata, Echinacea purpurea, and then the taller Culver's root right behind. Veronicastrum virginicum, loaded with different pollinators right now. There are a lot of honeybees out here. Later on in the day, we'll start seeing a lot more butterflies. You can see here's a nice bumblebee. There's a lot of other smaller bees, harder to catch on camera. We got some over there. Just another great species, beautiful species as well. Here we have a field of Baptisia tinctoria. This is a great species. It's yellow wild indigo. It's in the legume family, a nitrogen fixer. And you can see it's starting to make some seed here. It's got these little pea-like structures. It'll have little tiny seeds in them. Great for smaller pollinators and bumblebees, but the main reason you should be growing this one in your garden is because of the frosted elven skipper butterfly. It's an endangered butterfly, and this is one of the host species, things in the Baptisia family. Not only that, but tinctoria, the name, Latin name for it, actually means to dye. So you can make natural dye out of this. It's called yellow wild indigo. Here we have a field of Rudbeckia fulgida. And you typically don't see many big pollinators on this one, but you see lots of little tiny pollinators. Let me see if I can get close to these little guys. It's flying, buzzing around with tons and tons of these little sweat bees or minor bees. And this striking color, you can see two of them. There's almost every flower right here has these little tiny bees. You can see them flying everywhere. Really extraordinary. This species I often see, if you got a beach house, it grows really well at the beach. It tolerates most garden conditions well. You can see these striking yellow tops. I think they call it brown-eyed Susan. What a beautiful species. It looks great just on my phone screen here. It doesn't look like much, but I'm so excited to be growing this one. This is called Bouteloua curtipendula. Sounds like a Harry Potter spell. Also known as side oats grama. And it's got these really beautiful seed heads that kind of dangle off the side like that. And this one's so special because not only is it a great food source for upland game birds, but it hosts lots and lots of different Lepidoptera species, moths and butterflies. Great one, deep roots, breaks up the soil for drainage, and really pretty. Really excited to be growing this one. Last but not least, we have clustered mountain mint. And although not loaded with pollinators right now, during the heat of the day and later in the afternoon, this will be absolutely humming with life. You'll never see so many pollinators. This plant was actually voted by the Perennial Plant Association the 2025 Perennial Plant of the Year out of all the plants in the world. So that's really cool. This is one you should have in your garden. At the end of a long Friday, you can pick off some of these stems, make yourself a nice mojito out of it. They're also medicinal. I like making tea out of these. They smell so good. And this is our small founders plot. We collected a few thousand seeds, and then we started bolstering it up so we could get local ecotype and grow more. Right now I have about 6,000 plugs in the ground. They're gonna flower later in the season, and then next year they'll be on track with the phenology.